So let's discuss lead code second question of today's lead code contest. So the second question is you are given an integer mountain height denoting the height of a mountain. तो ये जो mountain height equal to 4 दे रखी है ये एक mountain की height है. You are also given an integer array worker times representing the work time of workers in seconds. So ये worker times है कि एक worker एक सेकंड में कितना वर्क कर सकता है. The workers work simultaneously to reduce the height of the mountain for worker I. तो ये बोल रहा है कि एक जो वर्कर है वो साथ जो वर्कर्स हैं वो साथ में भी काम कर सकते हैं. To decrease the mountain's height by x, it takes this value seconds. For example, to reduce the height of the mountain by 1, it takes this seconds. To reduce the height by 2, it takes this second and so on. So return an integer representing the minimum number of seconds required for the workers to make the height of the mountain 0. So first understanding by seeing the question is that we have to see this value like this one. If you can observe properly, then if we take common from this value, so the value we get is an AP, arithmetic progression. So we can get the work of any employer workers of x seconds in by this formula. So like this is a standard type of question of a binary search problem. So to solve this type of question we have to like assume a greater number and apply the binary search between the low value and the high value and check if the condition satisfied, and we if the condition satisfied then we have to re reduce our search space. So let's say the low value is 0. Low value is 0 and high value for the currently I would assume 1e9. So to apply a binary search, that's the simple algorithm for the binary search, that we have to calculate the mid value and all. So one thing here you have to keep in mind that just make all the variables as long because the constraints are very big and we have to also return the value as long. And also when the constraints are pretty big, so we have to calculate the value of mid by this instead of low plus high by 2. So this is the particular way of calculating the mid value. And after that we have to check like if the, let's say the function check अगर ट्रू है तो हम क्या करेंगे, उस वैल्यू को एक आंसर वेरिएबल या फिर आप जो भी वेरिएबल कहना चाहो उसमें हम स्टोर कर देंगे, और हम जो अपना सर्च स्पेस है उसको और छोटा कर देंगे, लाइक दिस वन। सो और जब ऐसा नहीं है, एल्स पार्ट में जब हमारा ये चेक कंडीशन फॉल्स है, तो हम अपना जो लोअर सर्च स्पेस है उसको हम आगे वाले सर्च स्पेस से वो कर देंगे। सो आई गेस that's pretty much. And the check function that we have to write, so the check function is like we have sent mid, height that are given in the question, and the array, let's say the array name is nums. So to get this check function, we have to check that the mid value is the seconds. So how much work is done by the worker I in the given mid time. Yes. So like the code is, firstly we have the low as specified, and high we have to get, like the we can return long, so we have to think in that way that high value is in the domain of the answer. So the high value we can think of in the way that the minimum element can generate the maximum answer. So we find the minimum element in this line and then compute our maximum value that is possible. So we are iterating between the minimum answer that can happen from the maximum answer that can happen. So that's the simple binary search thing. So this binary search is that what I have explained to you in the. So this is a check function. So here I have named it as helper function. So firstly we iterate on the workers, and on every worker I we have to check how much work can done he or she can done in that particular mid time. So to calculate it, I have used this formula that I have explained it to you in the AP in the notepad as the AP function. So after that we check the time as and return true. So that's pretty much about the question. Let's run this question. Yeah, so it's running fine, and let's submit this.